We are back for another day of sports betting this 1st of May, and in this video I'm going to share with you my top 3 bets for the games around Europe, and we're going to be looking at the Forest vs Brentford game in the Premier League. But before we do that, let's recap yesterday's video, as we do on every single video. Stressful week. You can see by the record, by the units, we've been doing really good all season. We were coming off an absolute heater as well. So about 2 weeks ago, we went on like a 25-9 run. The amount of sweeps we had back to back to back, you guys saw it. I'm fully transparent. I share all my wins. I share all my losses. This hasn't been our week. It's been the worst week of this season. And really frustrated, man. Just had to even record this video today. I'm pissed off, to say the least. Very, very pissed off. I need a sweep today. Need an absolute big day. I'm going to be placing 100 on all 3 of these betting slips that I will show you in just a second. I said this in the last video, but I'm going to say it again. I've analysed these bets down to the T, as good as I could have. So I'm hoping for a sweep. Tried again to keep it as simple as possible. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do at the end of the day? Sometimes it just isn't your day at all. So I'm going to pop the 3 bet slips up as I'm speaking now. I'm going to break down the Forest and Brentford game. But let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about the past couple of days. Some of these losses, they've all been by one line. It's constantly by like one line. It's so frustrating. So the Barcelona and Inter Milan game, 2 quick goals, just absolutely killed. That 1 bet slip, we had under 3 goals in the first half. And then the Mansfield game, again, 2 quick goals. We had under 5 goals in that game. With the 2 teams being so close to each other, the projections being at around about 3.5, that just, you sometimes, like I say, lines are just out of your hand. It's about managing your units properly, making sure there's room for losses, which there is. You can see I bet 100 per unit. I'm up over 170 units this sports betting season. I've lost almost $1,000 this week, which is fine. I can live with that. It's totally fine. I've made much more than that. About 2 weeks back, we absolutely killed it, so you can work out how much money I made in that 2 weeks. But it's just constantly by one line. That Barcelona game, we had Barcelona to win on the 1 bet 3-3. They had chances to go up. I don't know if you guys watched that game, but it was just crazy, amazing game to watch. If you didn't have a bet with Barcelona to win on, Yamal is just different gravy, isn't he? He's absolutely insane. But let's talk about my bet of the day. So the bet that I like all these bets, but the bet that I mostly fancy. So usually I read through each bet, speak over all of the lines, but I've been waffling on now a second just about this past week, because it is frustrating, and I like to face it. I'm more than happy to come on here and go
boom, yeah, sweep there, we're smashing it, absolutely flying. But I'm gonna face it, and I'm gonna address it when we lose. A lot of sports tipsters on YouTube, they don't do that. They post a video of bets and they absolutely flops, and then the next video they act like absolutely nothing happened, and they don't address it and go over it. Like I say on all my videos, if you appreciate transparency, honesty, I say results. Past week we haven't had any results, but if you appreciate transparency, honesty, and results throughout the entire season, subscribe. Everything's out there in the open for you guys to see. I try and keep it as real as possible. Try and keep it $100 with you. So you can see there, that's the bet of the day that I do fancy the most out of these 3 slips. And we're taking under 8 corners in the first half in the Forest and Brentford game, under 7 cards, no red, and in the Real Betis and Florentina game, no red card and under 2 corners in the first 10 minutes. The projection for the Brentford and Forest game is 8, is really low, and that's for the full 90 minutes. It has a hit ratio of around about like 96%, so if this line don't come in, if this line fails on this bet, I'm just going to absolutely put my fucking head through the laptop. It has a really low projection as well, this game, of 2.82 cards. The under 6.5 cards has a 85% hit ratio. So again, we're playing a high probability. We've been playing high probability on these past bets a couple of days, and I keep mentioning it. It's just annoying, man. You can see on my face, just frustrated. First half, over 6 corners. We are taking under 8 corners, but just to give you an example how high the projection is for this line. First half, over 6 corners, has a 13% hit ratio when putting the two teams' averages together, compared to 32 in the second half. Don't let the Swansea, not Swansea, sorry, what am I on about? Don't let the Chelsea line on one of the bet slips scare you. Under 4 goals for Chelsea. This game's projected to have about 2 goals. Chelsea have been absolutely dreadful over the past, probably about 2 months now. They've gone 11 games without scoring over 3.5 goals, and that game was against Southampton. They've been doing good in Europe in regards to winning, but their output in regards to scoring has been good some games, but overall, I think they are going to get a win. I'd be very surprised if if Chelsea went over 3.5 goals. They are playing a competitive side. This side ain't like a walk in the park for them. They will win. I am expecting them to win, but to go over the 3.5 goal line, I'd be surprised. It would have to happen late in the game. They might get a goal in the first half, then if they get 3 in the second half. But again, yeah, just try and keep it real, you guys. I'm really frustrated. 2 videos ago, we had our first blowout of the season. We've had 2 blowouts in 1 week now. So, again, just try and keep it a buck with you. A complete buck. We're up over 170 units for the season. Pride myself off transparency and honesty and results throughout the entire of the season. So if you appreciate that, subscribe, fade me if you want to. Fade these plays today. But I've got a good feeling we're going to get a sweep. We're going to get a sweep, and I'm going to be happy in the next video. Again, NBA will be back soon, but while I'm in the dumps with the football, the soccer, I can't be putting any energy into any sport. I just refuse to do so. Soccer's my main sport. NBA is just something on the side, but you can see we're in the profit for the playoffs, so I'm looking forward to getting back to that. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.